Hi, I'm Luke Davis. I'm a senior digital forensic and incident response analyst currently working at PENTEST Partners. My journey began with CEH actually, and I wasn't in security. I was working in kind of systems administration, and I wanted to get more into security, wanted to delve into that world and security. And CEH was the kind of the first program that I came across. And the syllabus for it seemed to cover a lot of areas in security that I had no idea about. And from there, I've done other courses and kind of progressed my career upwards through incident responder, red team, blue team, and finally settling into digital forensics. It was the first one I came across when I was looking at kind of different security programs, and I did look at a few. And the syllabus for the CEH was very varied and covered all different aspects. And it also had virtual labs to test in. So you would do a piece of the work and you would study, and then you had the labs to go and test in and kind of test your work that you've done on the theory side. And I found the Wi-Fi hacking aspect of it really interesting. It was a big part of my interest when I was looking into security. So that was probably the main piece of the syllabus that caught my attention. Well, CEH was, as I said, the first security course I found. And before CEH, I had no clue about security really, other than basic kind of systems administration, security best practices. So the CEH gave me my fundamentals and expertise in security. So there were certain aspects of the CEH which are definitely you could pick up as a beginner, and there were certain aspects of it as a beginner you need to invest some more time yourself to kind of investigate. So it gave me my everything in security, my fundamentals to my expertise, and allowed me to then go on and do some kind of specialist certifications like the forensics. And I don't think I would have completed the forensics certification without the CEH. I also completed OSCP for offensive security for pen testing route. And again, much of the time when I was doing my OSCP and my GCFE, I had to revert back to the CEH to kind of remind myself in certain aspects of what that taught me. In terms of a job, it got me my first job in security. It got me my first job as a blue teamer, incident responder, and I succeeded very well in that job and went on, as I say, to become a senior digital forensics. Yeah, it's very recognised. There's lots of jobs out there, security right now. In my industry, I see CEH looked for a lot, and I know a few fellow CEH certified guys, and they've also done very well. They've also succeeded. And it is looked for, when my employer, for example, is looking for incident responders or pen testers, it's always a certificate or certification that is looked for and a really valued certification. Yeah, so the CEH got me my first security role, to which I succeeded in. And that CEH has stayed with me for many years, and it's always on my CV as I've kind of gone up the ranks and progressed my career. It's always looked at by employers. So I think the CEH has helped me get me where I am today as a digital forensicator. So it's helped me for years. So it's definitely one that I'll be maintaining and keeping as well. I think it's got me to where I am today. I think it's the CEH has covered certain aspects of cybersecurity that my other certification hasn't. So my other kind of certification covered very specific aspects of security, be it offensive or defensive in the forensics. But the CEH covered a varied aspect of cybersecurity, from Wi-Fi testing, Wi-Fi hacking, SQL injection, and these are really, fundamental parts of security that you should understand. Maybe not need to be an expert in, but you need to understand them. And I feel that me taking CEH, I got all of these kind of different areas of specialism to an understandable level, and that has enabled me to kind of progress my certification faster. I think working in organisations where I work with, I can talk to customers about certain aspects of breaches, where different kind of specialist hacking tools or methods have been used, and I do feel that I wouldn't be able to do that without the CEH, and I certainly feel that others around me could struggle in that area in previous roles. Absolutely, yeah. I've been teaching at a school recently, so there's a Cyber Centurion where I'm located, and it's a group of young adults, kind of ranging from 13 to 16, and they come to the Cyber Centurion, and we give back security. So we teach them the fundamentals of security, much of which I learned in my CEH actually. So I've been able to hone in them skills and pass them back to the young security experts of tomorrow, and I love doing that. I will continue to do that where I can, and that also spreads to conferences. So I've been able to give talks on conferences. I've given talks on virtual conferences, and again, I always dip back into my CEH notes to make sure I pick up kind of all the aspects of whatever topic I'm talking about. So I liked every aspect of the CEH program. I think it covered a lot of areas in security. I especially like the labs, going into the labs and testing what we've learned in the theory side. If I had to pick one aspect specifically, I think the Wi-Fi hacking. So I was really kind of interested in that, and I went out and got an extender, Wi-Fi extender, and actually done some hacking in my house in terms of the Wi-Fi, and done that practical work aligned with the theory. I really enjoyed that. I found it fascinating, and my subsequent courses, I've not covered any kind of Wi-Fi hacking, so I think it was really great to get the fundamentals of Wi-Fi hacking, and I still have that adapter, and I still play around at home and trying to keep up my skills in kind of Wi-Fi hacking world. Absolutely. I don't think I would be where I am today without EC Council, and specifically the CEH course. That taught me more than the fundamentals and some advanced areas as well, to get me to where I am today and to get me into a senior position. And I'd also like to thank the EC Council for the support I've had during the course, after the course. There's a really good community with the EC Council, and yeah, there's a special thanks to those guys for all the help and support I had during my studies, post, pre, and continue to today. And I'm looking forward to staying within the community and keeping up that relationship.